So, Mark, we're going to talk about the EcoQuest product from Torch Surface Technologies. First, I wanted to ask you, I know that Torch is now a member of the Hubbard-Hall family. Tell us a little bit about Torch, all the products that you all have that you offer to the surface finishing industry.
Yeah, so Torch has been around for about 50 years. In our core that we really focus on for the metal finishing industry is really the conversion coating. So iron phosphate, zirconium, zinc phosphates, and we get into so many different categories, whether it's powder coating, rubber to metal bonding, cold forming. So
Hmm.
we really have refined these processes to fit lots of different applications, and that's really our core and what we really specialize in. So.
Great. Yeah, great. And so this product we're going to talk about today, EcoQuest. Tell me a little bit about what it does briefly, and then we'll kind of get into some of the benefits. But talk about EcoQuest for a bit.
Yeah, so EcoQuest is it's an advanced bonding and anti-corrosion treatment for mixed metal applications, and it was really formulated to take the place of traditional iron phosphate and zinc phosphate applications, where as we get go down the road, environmental challenges are becoming more and more of an issue, and our EcoQuest line offers a lot of versatility, not only in just performance but in they are it's a zero iron, or I should say it's a phosphate free
Hmm.
process. Our EcoQuest is so they're drop-in replacements to the iron phosphate and zinc phosphate applications that are out there. So it removes the phosphorus component, and also the heavy metal of like zinc, out of the equation as well. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's extremely important. I know to data finishers who are constantly the numbers are being lowered and lowered and lowered to them about what they can emit. They're
Right.
effluent. They have to kind of get out of that. Is that something that really reason that you all kind of developed this product was to help them a little bit? Besides like I said with the pre-treatment necessities, but
Yeah, absolutely. Not only is it current customers, people fighting to meet, exceedances with waste treatment, but also the new guys coming on board, the new customers or new guys that are starting up shops. It's a tremendous burden to put in a waste treatment system to treat for these specifically heavy metals and phosphates. And the EcoQuest is a environmentally friendly. It's just an advantage, kind of a different way to
mhm.
approach the conversion coating, um, you know, question, because it is phosphate free. It provides all the durability that the customer would be looking for long term, specific to the part performance. But on the customer side, just the disposal costs.
Right.
There's because we're not talking phosphates, heavy metals. It's moderate pH. There's just a lot of advantages, and honestly, if the customer controls the process correctly, you never have to dump it. It
Right.
doesn't have a
Right.
shelf life, which is really unique to the EcoQuest product.
Really? Yeah, I was gonna say that is very unique to be able to do that. And I know it's tough. Like I said, some shops may not have the personnel, the training, and everything to monitor that. But I'm sure that's
Right.
something that you all help them a lot with, and getting it set up, getting it tuned in, getting it dialed in, that they can really run it. And like I said, but it does require that little bit of maintenance. But that seems like it's well worth the time than having to continually dump baths from time to time, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And some of the other advantages too, Tim, is it doesn't require any temperature, so it runs at
Hmm.
ambient. So not only do you have the environmental advantage, you have the energy advantage. It's really where the industry is going, and it's a product that fits a lot of applications. And the other really nice thing is you don't rinse this product off, so
Hmm.
you can use it. It comes in a lot of different. There's a lot of different products that fall underneath the EcoQuest kind of badge. Um, Everything from a wipe on. So if you a wipe on product would be, we see a lot of manufacturers that make large electrical cabinets, big, I mean, enclosures the size of like a wall in your house, where they
Right.
can't,
Can't
it's just
immersion.
not,
Yeah.
yeah, it's too cumbersome to move and you can actually use an EcoQuest product to wipe this material on, where it cleans and puts the bonding additive on there and an RP
Hmm.
all in one step. You do not rinse it off. All the way to where a customer might call in with a 5-stage system. And we can take that system and shrink it down and make a 3-stage system out of it, where
Hmm.
you're not even using the last 2 stages, just because of the characteristics of this type of a product line. So
Right. Yeah.
it's very versatile, very versatile.
Yeah, like you said, I think it does, like I said, everything everybody wants in a pre-treatment, and for but also like you said, it really helps at the end result at the end of the day with the wastewater treatment, the effluent,
Mhm.
of really helping people not having to hit any limits with that as best they possibly can, which is really, I think, what every shop is going to start facing more and more these days as numbers are getting smaller and smaller of what they can release, right?
Well, absolutely. If we could offer, the key to EcoQuest is really, like you said, the effluent, it fixes that equation, but you don't sacrifice performance,
Right.
which is really the goal. I mean, whatever the performance is, we would learn that right up front with the customer, what their expectations were, and then we would formulate or pick, select one of the products out of the EcoQuest product category, and to meet the requirements the customer is looking for. So the customer really doesn't lose here. I mean, there's a lot of advantages to looking at the EcoQuest product line.
Great. Okay. And like I said, I know a lot of your products now are on the Hubbard-Hall website,
Mhm.
hubbardhall.com. They can go there and find all the information. So, Mark, I appreciate you taking time out and talking to me about this.
Hey, thanks a lot, Tim. Appreciate
Okay.
it.
Mhm.